Yeah, awesome. We're going to get the room filled up, and we have some boots on the ground, and we're going to see if we can get our Vayner friends up here in a minute. There's Alan. So I'm going to play some tunes here. We're going to let the room fill up. So yeah, just enjoy these tunes here. Yes, beautiful. I was waiting for you, Cool Blue. I love hearing that Cool Blue voice. That is Leslie Wheeler right there. Welcome all my aliens, apes, and zombies. Live action down. We have boots on the ground live at VCon with Vayner NFT's very own Cool Blue, and that's Cool Blue at GMI, and also Alan Carroll. But let's set the perspective from two D-gens. We have D-Rob, who is sitting in the seats of FOMO Alley right next to me because we are not in Minneapolis. All right. So D-Rob, how about we set the stage right now and kind of like go through some of the tweets we put out there today, because, you know, we're FOMOing, but we're living life through the eyes of Leslie and Alan right now. And that's what we can do. That's what this communication is about.
Yeah, for sure. I'm over on the East Coast. Novo and I aren't even like near each other, right? We're miles apart ourselves. So I'm over on the East Coast, and we're getting some beach weather here. And I saw hail first. So that was the first thing I saw at VCon, is like a bunch of people had hail, and then it was like sun, and then it was just like mosh thousands of people. And that was like, what is going on? And it was like 5 minutes, and there's a huge turnaround. And I was like, this is both crazy and exciting just to witness from like miles and miles away.
Oh man, and I have such a FOMO right now because, one, I love access. I love being around people, meeting people I've been able to communicate with, you know, maybe digitally in a while, but I love the IRL events. And, you know, just seeing the availability of the selfie station that Gary has posted up, you know, seeing, Spike Lee up there with our president, you know, with Avery, which was just cool. And then just how opening and welcoming everything is. But, you know, enough about me and D-Rob. Everyone wants to know what's happening on the ground floor. So Leslie and Alan, how about you first introduce yourselves and then kind of just talk, you know, just tell us what's going on.
Okay, it is going in and out with the music. We're about to hit the drop of this DJ song, so hopefully you can still hear me. But I'm Leslie Wheeler, Cool Blue GMI. I am actually not Cool Blue today. I am my IRL self because I'm really just meeting a lot of people that we first met at NFT NYC and at a lot of these other IRL events. So I'm finally able to deepen that relationship and that connection with my real face. So I put a picture of myself, what I look like at VCon right now. We're over here at the 1:37 p.m. booth giving away some awesome collabs. So come by, come say hi, and wow, it is just wild right now at VCon. I feel so grateful to be here, but I gotta be honest, Crypto Novo, it does not feel the same without you, and this is the first time I think I'm gonna be blue where you're not here. So definitely wish you were here, miss the entire team, and it's just been wild. Like Novograss is walking by right now, walking into this stadium.
Get a picture, Alan. Get a picture, Alan. Send us a picture to the Vayner DM. Send us a picture.
Alan's taking a selfie right now. But walking in, I'll let Alan post his selfie really quick. walking into the stadium was incredible because not only are like the vibes so high right now with the music blasting, but then I walk in and I see a director of innovation from Coach. And that's the first person to welcome me in. We see a giant Ferris wheel. And then in the stadium where you usually see a lot of the sponsors and brands, you see B-Friends just floating around the TVs and I think it's called the Jumbotron. Don't make fun of me. But floating around the entire stadium are the B-Friends characters. Gary opened up the stage and everyone was just lit. He opened it up with two people who impersonate Gary on TikTok, the biggest ones. If you know, you know. And it was hilarious. And then I'm walking in the crowd, and Maliha is sitting there from Women Rise. Sarah Bauman says hello. Jasmine Star's here. I mean, it's just unbelievable the people that are in this community that are just sitting to the left and right of you. So it's so powerful. Alan's own story with a huge artist. I'll let you share that. Jump in here, Alan. How's it going?
What's up, everyone? BCon is a vibe. You know, we're absolutely having a blast here. Meeting all the DGens IRL is an absolute blessing. So, you know, very, very happy to be here. Gary and Co. absolutely crushed it. We were just chilling this morning. We just got here, and, you know, an artist you guys may have heard of, his name's Beeple. You know, Beeple was right next to me, and I fanboyed a little, not gonna lie. You know, I got a little selfie with Beeple, and, you know, my day is made. I can go home happy now. But BCon's a vibe. You know, next year, hope we see even more of you here, because the meeting DGens IRL is absolutely amazing.
Alan, I know that you are starstruck by Beeple. You did your hair the same way, but you parted it the wrong way, man. Beeple combs it. He goes it from the left to the right. You did it from the right to the left, but you're probably looking in a mirror, so is reverse. But now you know for future reference. You could check out Alan. That's ALAN Carroll, but that's 2 R's and 2 L's and Carroll there. And he has that posted 2 hours ago, man. You look proud. You look happy. And that's the access I'm talking about. You're able to go in there, hang out, and enjoy. And, you know, it's that was 10 in the morning Central Time, and you guys are smiling like you guys just had multiple cups of coffee.
100%. And look, everybody is so nice here too. Like, doesn't matter how many Twitter or, you know, what your work is known for. Like, everybody's treating each other the same, and that's exactly what, you know, Web3 should be. So it's an absolute blessing, and, you know, I just can't wait to meet even more of you IRL. We'll be posting a lot of content from BCon. We're inside the stadium right now. It's absolutely amazing. Gary, you know, rallied the crowd this morning, you know, talking about tapping into your passions and all that very important stuff. So it's an absolute blast.
That's something that's really powerful too about there being so many incredible people in the space is that we're usually avatars. So people realize that with looking at you, everyone it will treat you like you're someone really, really special, a huge creator in the space because, well, one, we all are, and two, you might be Malia from Women Rise or people, and just having that experience is so incredible because people really are bringing their best selves today, and we're connecting as a community. Everyone is open. We're high-fiving as we're walking through the halls, even through the hotels. It's really a special experience to be a part of, and I feel really I feel those who are FOMOing because it's year one, you know, so it's really insane for the people who are here. They also, Gary announced an NFT drop, a fractionalized one-of-one that everyone who attends the conference will be a part of. So it's just full of surprises. But if you are missing it, we're going to keep posting on our Instagram story, Vayner NFT Instagram, and we're going to be posting some fun things on Twitter. Oh, thanks for participating, me and Alan. Come say hi, 1:37 p.m. stage. And we also, I see Rachel in the audience, we also have an activation that Pepsi's doing, mic drop, NFT land upstairs where there's that's where Sarah Bauman from Women Rises, Yam from World of Women, we have Subducks, we have Danny Cole over there at Creature World, and it's just there's so many incredible setups, like IRL sets of what we visualize the world of these NFT collections to be, and their founders are there. So it really is just an incredible experience. I'm fangirling over just every just the air in here.
All right, I got two things for you, and this is almost a live business meeting, and hopefully I don't get in trouble for this. But Leslie, thank you for touching base back to me about Pepsi, because we do want to retreat that and talk about that, because that's some pretty cool stuff that they have there. So thank you for getting back to me on that. And this starts off as an inside joke, but there is no Batman and Robin in all of this. It is the NFT community in all of this. And it is taking everyone to mix in and blend in together. And you're seeing someone who made $69 million off of one NFT, someone who woke up next to an avatar, right, Alan? And just having fun in the space. So we got to continue having fun in the space. And that's what it is bringing that IRL. A lot of people have been almost caged up, crept up in their dwellings, and now they're able to get out there and meet people they haven't been able to do. Maybe they weren't able to get out to NFT LA or NFT NYC, but now in the Midwest, right in Maha's hometown, we're able to enjoy it there in Minneapolis. How about a little bit of talk about what's happening in the town of Minneapolis? It looked absolutely beautiful out there in the grassy area outside the pavilion there that you guys are at US Bank Stadium. So talk us through like walking in, the process and all that.
I mean, it was unbelievable. So we're walking into the welcome party yesterday. Minneapolis was just beautiful. We saw, I'm going to take Alan, tell it before I jump into the story of walking the welcome party. Tell us about the weather leading up.
Well, Minneapolis is very nice. You get to do all 4 seasons in one day. So, there's not every place in the world that you can have that experience. We had some lovely sun, some lovely rain, some lovely hail. It was just beautiful all around experience. So shout out to Minneapolis for hosting all these DGens. It's great seeing all the NFT merch in the streets. I'm sure a lot of us when we were coming to the airport, I saw a couple folks on the plane as well. Like, it's just great to see the community coming from all corners of the globe. That's exactly what this is about, bringing people together. So VCon is doing an excellent job of that. Again, shout out to V-Friends, Gary, and the 1:37 p.m., BNFT, everybody who was involved with it. You guys absolutely crushed it, and we're only beginning.
Yeah, I love that line that we really did experience all 4 seasons in one day. I'd say even 1 hour. We got in, the weather was a little chilly, like fall style. Then it started hailing, and then the sky cleared up just in time for the welcome party. And you cannot make this stuff up. So we walked in. The lawn was so beautiful. The sun was out. The weather was incredible right after this huge hailstorm. So that was quite an experience already. And then we walk in the gates. First, we see in line some people who were at the Madison Square Garden private basketball game that Gary hosted, and they let us, I hope I don't get in trouble for this one, but they let us skip the line a little bit, which I really appreciated because the line was wrapped around the entire stadium. It was unbelievable. But once you got in, it wasn't too packed. The space was really appropriate for everyone to fit everyone in, and the line was moving consistently. So right whenever we walked in, there was Tyler from 1:37 p.m., Avery Akineni, Gary V welcoming people in and out, and just a lot of really, really incredible people. Also, a paint party, a ferocious paint party live in the middle of this entire lawn. So everyone had their white jumpers, and anyone who wanted to join in could put on a white jumper and paint with Ferocious. So I tried to paint my Firefly, and I will say I understand why he is making more money off of NFTs than I am, because he's truly an artist, and it is not easy, but it was so much fun.
So a question I have, because, this is probably the biggest IRL event, or one of the biggest IRL events from Web3 so far. Something that, is very important to me in real life is food. So how's the food been in Minneapolis? That's really what I want to know.
The food is prime without a doubt. We had a lovely family dinner with the BNFT crew last night at this wonderful place called Newsroom. That was awesome. The food in VCon, so many food trucks around here, you cannot possibly go hungry. So that's pretty awesome. And look, Minneapolis, they have a wide variety of restaurants and whatnot. So you really can't go wrong here. The city is amazing. It's my first time here. I will definitely be coming back. Minneapolis, you have my heart. Thank you very much.
I'm also reporting to you live while eating ice cream from the food truck to the left of us. We walked in and they were handing out free breakfast, and not just like buffet style or anything like that. It was proper like croissant sandwiches and really good warm breakfast that they're handing out to everyone as we walk in. And I know we have pancakes coming up soon, so the food's been fantastic so far, and I really appreciate that question, D-Rob.
That just gave me more FOMO, I think, than anything else. So thank you. I'm also hungry now.
Understandably so. Understandably so.
I try not to talk too much because sometimes I read things that, can't be disclosed. So after you disclose them, I'm about to talk about them. But that was one point of emphasis as part of that access is making sure people are fed and having fun and they have access to that. And it's great to hear that, just get out there, stick out your hand, get yourself a morning ice cream cone. I guess it's afternoon, but you can have your dessert before dinner here in this case. And it's just absolutely, absolutely wonderful to see. And I'm actually scrolling through, the videos that Gary's posting and things that are on VCon's website. You guys are posting, and it's just like an amplifier effect. I mean, this is what the community needs and wants right now in the space because it's bringing us all together. And that's an important part of this NFT thing because we are all this in this together. There's no I, it's all we. So, I mean, we are pulling this together from all angles. So we're holding it down at home, trying to pull the socials in, myself and D-Rob. And then we also have, the boots on the ground. I just love the music in the background. I mean, it almost feels like a club atmosphere. It feels like a Friday night, not a Friday afternoon.
It looks like one too. It looks like a huge party. And I will say that after VCon, look, if you did miss VCon, there's definitely going to be other opportunities to meet up with these incredible people. There's going to be an NFT NYC, there's going to be VCon next year, and there's going to be a lot that pop up. But it is, without a doubt, VCon is going to set the standards for all IRL events to come up in this space because, and this is something, the timing is impeccable. This is exactly the time that we need to be meeting IRL, see who's building what, brainstorm ideas. And we'll say that this, the ups and downs of the market right now are making it the perfect time to really level up your expectations. People are realizing that in order to make it right now, because it's so much more difficult, you have to be more creative. You have to be more imaginative, and you have to really bring things to the next level. So I think this is the first of many IRL events that are going to be elevated to this level. Things are going to get a lot more creative and a lot more exciting because they have to be. So there's something good that can come out of also the timing of the market because everyone here is not thinking about the floor price. We're thinking about the connections we're making. We're thinking about the community we're building, and we're thinking about how to build and create during this time.
And building those connections and relationships, like you guys are there partly on fun and partly on business as well, where you're able to connect with like-minded individuals from a wide range of just maybe being fans of the project to maybe being part of the project or even part of Vayner as the company as a whole, because you are able to reach out to 137 and people at 137 that you might not have been able to see in a social setting or even in a business like setting. So, it works multiple capacities. So, I mean, I don't know if you guys are on the clock getting paid for this or this is vacation, but this is the evolution of what's happening between Web 2.0 and Web 3.0. And this is the standards that you are talking about, but it not only is the standards, it's the follow through on a project that started off just over a year ago, promising access to an event. And this is not only an event, this is the standard of how events are gone through the visionary work of multiple people that put this together. And it just goes back to that community effort behind it. And it shows the strength, not the weakness that sometimes people fear, but actually the strength of what this can be driven in the NFT space.
Exactly. And it reminds you that there are people behind it. There are people building, creating, buying. I mean, there are people here. So although it seems like it's such a digital space, it looks like there are just avatars. No, like this is all built on people. And there's no doubt that what is being built now during this time is similar to when Airbnb was being built, when Uber was being built. Those were all being built in a market that was down, and it absolutely revolutionized what was going to come next. And that's just so evident here, seeing all these Be Friends floating around behind me. When Gary spoke this morning, it honestly gave me chills. Oh, there's Rachel Wolchuk. Hey, it honestly gave me chills because he's talking about how everyone in the audience, and I want to extend that to everyone listening right now, your grandkids will absolutely know who Be Friends are. They'll understand Be Friends. They'll interact with Be Friends. And that just gave me chills seeing, like, we really are building something special here. And Gary's at the forefront. Everyone who is here supporting him, everyone supporting in the audience, everyone supporting back home at Banner is really, we're all building this together.
Yeah, I think it's important to know, like, Web3, you're only capped by your own innovation, right? So it's like we kind of got a little bit, obsessed with floor prices and, all these assets that are going up in value, very speculative. But look, right now, in a bear or a bull market, we're in a builder market now. So it's like, the next projects that are going to come out of this over the next few years, prepare to be blown away. The passion is just flowing everywhere right now. Every single person you talk to absolutely loves what they do. That makes me even more bullish on this space than I was before. So, just really tap into your passion and lean into the opportunities right now. If you're thinking about doing something in Web3 NFTs, now is absolutely the time.
I want to loop back. Sorry, D-Rob. I want to loop back. I want to loop back to Leslie talking about kind of like the Airbnb, like when that first started off. The first NFT NYC, a lot of people said it had the feel of like the first South by Southwest, where people are learning about Facebook and tweeting people and connecting with people on different platforms rather than just IRL, instant messenger, or emailing. And I wasn't privy to that. That wasn't I wasn't in tech back in the day, but people that were in the beginning before the .com era felt that same type of energy and saw that same type of thing. So it makes me believe that someone in that room will be the next person that's going to be on the cover of those magazines, or the next innovator, whoever that alien ape or zombie is going to be, because a lot of good ideas will be coming out of there, because a lot of good ideas are in there. And it's just a thought that, it's almost like a renaissance in a sense, where you do have an equalizer where people can put those ideas together and kind of get paid for it. So there is a monetization factor off of it. But with that, it comes hard work and collaboration. Go ahead, D-Rob. I thought you were about to say something before I cut you off.
We were on the same wavelength, so I was going to bring that up again. But now, since we were there, I'll pivot to a new question. So on like my personal Twitter, I made like a joke video about using the Lion King, like the sun rising and the rain stopping and everything like that. And I feel like the way Leslie and Alan are talking, it is kind of like that, right? Like, even though we're in the midst of this, the sunrise coming. So I want to ask Leslie and Alan, is there a feeling there, like what's coming next? You guys have both said that we're in a builder's market, and I love that term. But what does that future hold? And I know we're kind of it's up to our imagination and our brain power and our community. But do you guys have a sense, being there in real life with other people, what's coming?
Look, a lot of people have been talking about music NFTs. Like, that's like what I've been noticing. Like, you're talking to multiple different people, lots of music projects going on right now. I think that's what it looks like. The industry is kind of really moving toward disrupting that space. So I think that might be something to look at for sure. And I think there's going to be a lot of innovation that comes out from that. So I'm very excited to see how that pans out.
Also, DAOs. I'm hearing a lot of conversation on DAOs, even if they're not using the term DAO right away. There are a lot of DAO-ish conversations that are being had, including ones we just got Alpha on the stage from the founder of Moonbirds, who is going to launch something shortly, or I shouldn't say shortly, he's going to launch something at some point that's going to basically give everyone the access to a DAO and plan events around DAO proposals in the treasury. And so events will be created based on what people want to see and where they want to go. And that's something that was really special too.
Love that. Love hearing the secrets. Just a reminder to everyone, there's no financial advice. We're never telling you one project is better than another. We just want to hear all the secrets and the talk and the rumors.
That being said, Be Friends is the best.
That too. We are part of the Vaynerverse, so we will say that.
You are listening to someone with big shades, a clown nose, and a tassel hat. So all we're doing is passing information around, trying to educate ourselves and others as quick as we can. And we did hear some alpha right there from Cool Blue herself. And that's what we're trying to do, is present that in the space, because it's going to get shared out on Twitter eventually. And guess what? We are on Twitter. So you know what? You might as well hear it the second it happens, faster than anyone can even type it or text it. And then you also get to see what else is going to be, you know, maybe coming up here in the future, because it is a weekend. So, I mean, being in the track and field mindset, remember, it has to be an endurance race. It can't be a sprint. You know, you guys just walked in the door here and I'm already like, want to hear what's going to be happening next. So expectations are probably already surpassed. What are you, is there one person that you're, I mean, man, I don't even know where to go from here, because Alan already saw people. All right. I got it here. The black cat caricature that's walking around. Have you guys got a selfie with that?
No, haven't gotten a selfie with that, but we did see it on the Ferris wheel this morning. I don't know where he is right now. He might be with Gary. Gary's doing an insane number of selfies. So he's going to be standing for 4 hours at 4 different times throughout these next 3 days, just for people to come by and take selfies with him. And I think the black cat is standing by his side. If I had to guess, I haven't gotten a selfie yet because that line is insane, but definitely hope to see I mean, I haven't even seen the Coinbase Creator Lounge yet. There's so much that I've yet to see so far. I mean, it's just the beginning. We really just got started. We have 2 more days here. So things are going to be very exciting. I also am not even blue yet. Tomorrow, I'm going to be blue. I'm fine, cool blue. I'll be walking around here, and yeah, I'm with you. I'm like, okay, what's next? What's going to come next? I mean, we already got a bunch of surprises this morning, and there's only more exciting things coming up. We have the Trailblazers event tonight with World of Women, Boss Beauties, Women in Weapons, and Women Rise. We also simultaneously have a Steve Aoki party going on. I mean, oh, hey, there's Kevin Nathanson. He's walking past. We're on the Twitter Spaces. He says, hey. We have the team here. It's just, the imagination here is incredible, and what's going to come next, I can't even think of it yet, but I'm here for it and just so excited to experience it.
You guys are the lucky black cat there. My FOMO is just super up, and I was actually quiet there for a second. I was actually quiet there because I was going to see how fast and how much it costs to fly from Chicago to Minneapolis. As soon as you said Steve Aoki, I'm like, well, he has passports, right? And that's his NFT. And none of this is financial advice anyways. And I don't know. Access. But deep breath, relax. Take a deep breath. I stand, I'll take a seat. But I see the lucky black cat, like it's selfie fest right here. And if you go to his Twitter handle here, I mean, he's dishing it out. I love that. You know, I love that. And the tail is curved up. It is awesome, man. I mean, it's spot on to a T of what I would expect of. And that's the other thing, is now you're bringing something. Think of this. All right, put yourself. Gary drew this probably what, year ago, 14 months ago, let's say. He drew this. And now he has, very similar to as you see at any major amusement park, this caricature, however you want to call it, we'll call it by its proper name, this in-ape zombie, lucky black cat, is now walking around making itself famous. And not only making itself famous, but people are loving it, putting their arms around it. You're seeing the smiles, the grins from ear to ear, and you can capture that all through art and monetize it all through an NFT. This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Alan, go ahead.
Yeah, just, kind of adding on to the V Friends, like the V2 toys that we saw in NFT land were absolutely incredible. Like, those came out amazing. I know that we're going to see those in homes across this. So I had FOMO. I need to get some, obviously NFA, but V2, I think. That's my goal coming out of this. So.
Alan, I just joined the V2 fam, so I have a chill chinchilla, and so if you see a little toy of a chinchilla, hit me up.
I got you, brother. I got you.
Also, Crypto Nova. I'm so sad I didn't mention this when he was on here, but I met Hizzy. So we're also meeting a lot of the people that we're seeing in this stage every week on Twitter Spaces, essentially from day one. So that's incredible too, just connecting to the people that we've known for so long digitally, but in person.
With that being said, if you find Leslie and Alan, get a selfie with them, post it on Twitter, tag Gainer NFT. That's gonna be great. We want to see how many people can find our lovely hosts here.
I'm hiding now. I'm hiding. Good luck trying to find me.
We doxed you. We showed a picture unless you move locations. I'm actually showing a picture live right now. We can see the section number above you. So I'm not going to tell the number. People are going to have to do their investigative work. But unless you're on the move. But Cool Blue will be easy to be seen tomorrow. I guess that's what's awesome is like, you know, like you don't need Crypto Novo there. It's just the idea of going out there, dressing up as something that you enjoy doing and, you know, shaking hands and kind of making a name for him, her, or the alien ape or zombie that you want to represent. And Hizzy was listening down there earlier and now is walking around, which I just super love to hear and see. Cause you know, you are able to connect with, we call them fans, but honestly, at the end of the day, they're friends because they're people we communicate with, you know, weekly for an hour, talk to them. They ask us questions. We ask them questions. And it just comes back to that whole community factor. And you can't spell community without that word unity at the end. And, you know, Alan and Leslie are bringing that unity with boots on the ground there. You know, it's.
You are inspiring me right now. I'm going to go connect with the community. I mean, we're at VCon, so I love you guys, but we got a community we got to connect with. Like, I'm going to go back to VCon. I got to log out.
We're going to let you go. We got to get you back to work. You got to be back on the work. So, I mean, Cool Blue, thank you. We'll see you all in blue tomorrow. Alan, you want to wrap it up with anything before you move locations, before people hound you with pictures?
Yeah, just again, like, you know, shout out to everybody that made this happen. Like, I can't even begin to imagine what it was like trying to execute an event like this. And you guys just pulled it off incredibly well. Everybody's having a good time. There's nobody here with tear gas or anything like that. Everybody's blast meeting people. So VCon's here. Hope to see more of you there. You know, we will certainly be here as well. So.
Hey, what are you talking about next year? There's a couple hours left. You know, maybe I'll parachute in or drop in from the rafter or something crazy. No, I'm not doing that. I'm just saying that. But you know, you got to have fun while you're in this space, while you're still here. You know, and there's multiple ways you can get in. You can rent a ticket. You can buy a ticket. You can ape in, get a V friend. You know, I mean, man, there's multiple capacities. If not, plan for next year because they're paving the floor right now. What IRL events are about with everyone in the VCon family that has put this on, hosted this. There's multiple capacities. You know, from 137. Obviously, you got the great mindset of Gary V. But D-Rob, any thoughts, suggestions, concerns, or ideas?
I'm not sure if this space has helped my FOMO or hurt my FOMO, but all I know is that the next conference, next IRL meeting, which I guess is probably NFT NYC, I'm definitely going to be there. Now, I mean, I got to show up.
Hey, D-Rob, congratulations on your V2 purchase. Your Me 3 was Snorlax. Your Me 2 is Snorlax. Your Me 3 is V3. Sorry, that's a tongue twister there. If you look at his images, I love it. I love getting and seeing that community growing and growing and growing. That's it. We're going to get the people back at VCon to VCon. You can follow the socials at Vayner NFT as we're going to be posting the latest and greatest photos. Maybe we can get some behind the scenes stuff because we do have our president walking around. I mean, there's a whole bunch of people from our Vayner NFT family that are there, and they're going to be showing us, you know, and helping us with the alpha that's getting out there if you're not there. So FOMO no more. We can help you alleviate that FOMO with a little bit of information. And that's it. Spread the love. I want to thank Cool Blue, Alan, and D-Rob for these spaces. We'll be on next Friday, maybe a special guest. And that's it. I'm Crypto Novo saying stay positive and love life. Peace.
Much love, everyone.
Friendly Friday.
See you at VCon.